So let me introduce you to a new character. His name is Mark. He again is an amalgamation of some of my students, but he lives in France and he works in a multinational company. He has been asked to deliver a presentation next week. This is where our story begins. So on Monday, Mark's thinking to himself and he thinks, I must prepare a super duper presentation to wow everyone and knock their socks off. He says it to himself, I must do this, because he wants to do his best. But later on that same day, his manager calls him into the office and says, Mark, you have to finish your presentation by Friday. So let's break it down. When Mark says he must do the presentation, he's talking about his own personal sense of importance. Must is used when something is necessary, but only based on our own opinion or on advice. Think of must as like a personal rule or maybe strong advice. So people normally say, you must visit the Eiffel Tower. It's something that you believe strongly in. Okay, now have to. When Mark is told by his manager that he has to do something with the presentation, this is talking about an external requirement. Have to is used when the obligation comes from someone outside of ourselves. For example, rules or deadlines. Have to is a rule that's imposed by someone else. For example, I have to attend this meeting because it's scheduled. This is something that comes from external sources, an external rule. Let's see how this plays out with Mark's story. Mark feels that he must do a wonderful presentation, but his manager is saying that he has to complete it by a certain date. So again, must is something that Mark is saying to himself because he wants himself to do well. And the manager is saying you have to do this, and it's external. It's telling Mark that he has to do it. It's something that his manager tells him he needs to do.